Hey, what's good? I was originally planning to do a hot takes video, but I'm gonna hold the idea for a while so I could collect some really hot takes. Next week, I'll most likely have a video featuring a bunch of homies from the Instagram community, so look out for that. And later in the month, I'm gonna have some sort of Halloween video, some real spooky shit. But for now, we got this. This is a tier list with some of the most popular manga on Mal. Let's get this shit started. Alright, first up we have Death Note. I kind of feel Death Note gets a bit too disrespected nowadays. Everyone loves L's arc. I love L's arc. That's what even got me into anime. And I'll admit there's a ton of better scenes in the anime, but the manga is still a gripping read. Nier's arc is a bit of a step down, but I don't think the series should get discredited as much as it does just because of that. So I'm gonna put Death Note in B tier for now. Next we got Berserk. Greatest manga of all time, everyone knows that. Anyone who says otherwise should be working at Lids because you're a fucking cap artist. Bleach? My first manga. It's pretty much blatant nostalgia that prevents me from putting Bleach low. The fights make no sense, the manga is full of assholes and bullshit. Kubo writes himself into corners pretty much all the time. And yet I gotta put it in C, man. Bakuman. I was kind of surprised Bakuman was so high on Mal's popularity rank. Definitely deserving it though. Bakuman's a great read. Great characters, great art, really cool scene inside the manga industry. I'll put it in B. I already have an idea of what's in S and A, and I don't really think it's up like in par with those manga. But it's definitely better than Bleach, so I'm gonna put it on B for now. Next we have Oyasumi Punpun. Some days it's my number one, some days it's my number two. S tier regardless. Punpun for some reason has gained this reputation for being like a tear-jerking depressing manga, when like it's really not that. If you read the manga and that's all you walk away with, you're definitely missing like a large piece of what it was intended. It is an emotional roller coaster, and for me, it's probably the most essential read alongside Berserk, so I'm gonna have to put it on S tier, just beside Berserk. Nisekoi. Nisekoi is one of the worst series I've ever watched and read, and there's no way to convince me otherwise. One of the most eventless pieces of shit. It felt like a waste of time just reading it, and my feeling was right, it is a massive waste of time. I feel like I'm legally obligated to toss Nisekoi the F tier. Tokyo Ghoul. I guess I'll just include Ri with it. And hey bro, remember back like a couple months ago when I said Tokyo Ghoul was better than anything in Shonen Jump, and everyone threatened to put me on a shirt? Now you're in the minority if you don't give the series a 10 out of 10, which honestly, like, I don't even think it deserves to be regarded that high, but like, shit, I guess. I read Tokyo Ghoul during like the peak of the Tumblr days and was reading along while it was releasing. I'm sure it would be better to read it in one go, but for now I think I'll give it a B tier. Or Amaya. The first 40 chapters or whatever were pretty fun. I don't actually know what chapter it is, but pretty much everyone agrees that the series goes far downhill after that chapter. In hindsight, it's probably the most generic rom-com of like all time. Worst part is that it transformed into like several different rom-coms for like characters I did not give a shit about. I'm gonna slide Horimiya into the E tier. One Piece. Let's be real. One Piece is fucking dog shit, man. Attack on Titan. When it comes to the manga's ending, like everyone seems to only deal in extremes. Either it's a masterpiece of an ending or the ending ruined the entire series. For me, it's definitely nothing close to a masterpiece. I wasn't left with the feeling like, wow, what an ending. It was more like, alright, Attack on Titan's over, I guess. It was somewhat underwhelming, and the entire last act came at you with such a pace that it should have been twice as many chapters. It did drop my thoughts of the series just a bit, but it's still a great manga. I'd say just behind Bakuman on B tier. My Hero Academia. I think everyone's pretty much given up on the anime by now, as they should. There's no reason to be watching the anime anymore. I liked where they've gone with the manga recently. There was definitely more ambitious routes that could have been taken, but it's weekly Shonen Jump, bro. No one's expecting anything ambitious anyways. Honestly, I'd say it's a bit better than Bleach now, if not about the same, so I'll put it on the same tier, a bit higher. Gantz. It was a fun read at times, but it's a fucking shit show. I know the chaos is intended, but goddamn, this manga is fucking stupid. If you tell me you cared about any other character other than the main character, congrats, you're a certified fucking liar. I did a story asking for people's hot takes for another video, and even for that, I got 3 or 4 responses saying Gantz is trash, Gantz is bad. So I guess like quite a few people know what's up. Kai, whatever the fuck the main character's name is, he grows a bit, but he remained an unlikable character the entire time. I'd still say it's better than Horimiya, but not anywhere near Bleach or My Hero for me, so I'm gonna put Gantz in D for now. Love is War. Yeah, I'm about to put Love is War over Tokyo Ghoul and Attack on Titan. Pretty much everyone who reads Love is War loves it other than that one dumbass Snafu fan. The characters are great for the most part. I cannot stand Chika anymore though. All her dialogue is either cringe or just complete filler comedy using like pop culture references that are like fucking 2 months old every single time and never funny. I like the direction the manga's heading for in its last arc. It was obvious that the end was coming soon, but it's a manga I love. I'll put Love is War in A tier for now. Dead Man Wonderland. I actually really like Dead Man Wonderland. I thought it was a cool concept when it came out, and I liked the twist it had, although it was a bit obvious the whole time. It has probably one of the most hateable protagonists though. Every time he makes a decision, I want to give this man the Barboza wheel kick to the fucking face, man. But with that said, it's still a fun read, and I think you should check it out if you haven't already. I'll give it C tier. I don't think it's quite as good as Attack on Titan. Monster. You can't really talk best manga of all time and not have Monster in the conversation somewhere. I'm also definitely on the Johan is the GOAT side of the conversation. Story is intense, the characters are great, and there's a bunch of memorable moments. I'll put in the same tier as Pun Pun and Berserk. Jujutsu Kaisen. It's a good manga. I'm not caught up anymore though. The entire manga kind of feels like a reference to other series though. Like a similar thing happened in this manga. It's got the exact same beginning as Bleach. I'm not saying it's like a ripoff or anything like that. It's full of passion, you could tell it is. I kind of hold in like the same regards as Bleach though. I got problems with both. More problems with Bleach, but I also enjoyed reading Bleach a bit more, so I gotta put them about the same. I'll put it beside Bleach for now. Demon Slayer. It has some of the same issues as JJK. It's an obvious product of the most popular series that came before it. The last act as well as the ending to Demon Slayer were kind of goofy. I don't think anyone really liked it either. Demon Slayer had its moments, but the manga had nothing that makes it stand out. So I'll put it like below Horimiya for now, or just around it. Vagabond. Definitely the last S tier on here. Art's up there with the best for sure. The growth, the development, and the characters are all also up there with the best. And there's definitely a ton of jokes about Vagabond being fake woke, but there's definitely some philosophical value to be found in it. I don't think anyone will have issue with it being in the S tier. Chainsaw Man. I agree that the ending was a bit sloppy. They desperately needed a few more chapters to wrap it up, but with that said, Chainsaw Man had everything for me. Action's amazing, it's got like its own unique style and art. Characters are great, several emotional moments. It was a great read. I'm excited for the anime and I'm excited for it to become the next big thing. So I'll put it around here. The Promised Neverland. I feel many people disregard the manga since the anime was so shit. But it definitely deserves a read though. Goldie Pond needed the anime adaptation, man. If it was done to the quality that they did season 1, we'd still be talking about how great The Promised Neverland is. The ending to the manga was kind of shit, but like I can't really think of a better ending it should have had, so I won't go too hard on it. There is several great moments that come after where season 1 of the anime leaves off, and it's kind of a shame that no one's gonna read it now because of the reputation of the anime. I'd put it just around Bleach. So last and certainly least, we have Black Clover. Straight up, Black Clover was always complete dog shit. It's not just the recent arc. Yeah, the Alpha arc reveal was cool, I guess, but man, I can't even say that arc was good. I don't really like any of the characters, the art is shit, many pages weren't even complete art, and I was using the fucking Shonen Jump app. Relative to its like level of popularity, Black Clover is the worst manga. I've never shied away from showing Black Clover hate, as I believe it still deserves way more. The fights were boring for me, and the characters and art did not make it like any better at all. So I'm gonna have to put it at the bottom here. So I changed a few things. I put Demon Slayer up a bit. It's definitely not as bad as Horimiya. There was definitely some good parts of Demon Slayer that make it worth more than where I put it before for sure. I don't really remember now what else I changed, but this is what we're looking at for now. These are how I'd rank the most popular manga on Mal. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have another video soon. Make sure to subscribe and check out my Instagram account.